You're controlling the legs, or you control it
Constantly. She's gonna keep moving around. And then I'm gonna be throwing my legs over, replacing my guard. But look how I never stop her from moving. Even if I'm holding collar sleeve, she's gonna move to the side. And you guys will constantly be into this framing and readjusting guard and collar sleeve. My partner starts to move, and I see that she's moving dynamic on top. I switch control the leg. Okay, so look on, I'm already using the little heaver right here. Okay? And a lot of times what happens is that when I have the little heaver, my partner starts to break my collar grip because I only have one grip on the collar. Alright, so that's when I transfer, I keep my little heaver, angle control, and I control my partner's belt. Now look, I'm focusing on only the legs. I'm not holding up the belt. Okay? And now if she tries to return her pass, she's stuck. If she tries to move side to side, I slow down her movement. Can I go back there and switch to the upper body? Yes, I can. A lot of times when my partner starts to go one knee up and down, so they're faint by the lahiba, I have a chance to start setting up my upper body grips to start locking submissions or sweeps. Okay? So that's the first thing that I'm. So I have one on the upper body, one on the leg. Okay, so if I try to lock a submission, if I go for a triangle, it's too far. Okay, if I go for a Kimura armbar, there's no angle. So I'm splitting my control. Okay, if I want to focus mainly on that submission, even if I'm controlling the leg, I switch my grips, and then I climb up. Because I have both of my grips, raise my partner's posture, and making sure I get to that submission. Could be either a triangle, could be an omoplata, or sometimes I'm trying to lock a submission, my partner goes down. Okay, so she's avoiding my submission. I can start connecting with my sweeps. Okay, so I'm constantly making this transition. Consider the sweep. Yes, the sweeps are always there. But those are not very systematically. Those you need to find a good timing and hit it right away. When your partner's either you catch your partner off guard or your partner's off balance and you're able to sweep it. Now, when you build up a systematic sweep, you'll most likely be hitting under your partner's legs. Okay, so I'm gonna always get to this position here, where I'm under my partner's legs. And I know that every time if I get here to the X guard, on one leg X, I'm gonna for sure fit sweep my partner. Doesn't matter if my partner has a strong base on top, if they're able to pulse your hands. Okay, I'm gonna manage to adjust my grips and come on top finishing the sweep. Okay? So the idea for us to start this seminar, I'm gonna start with the grip on my partner's ankle and the belt control. Okay? What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna step on my partner's leg and I'm gonna move my hips to the inside. 1, 2. Look how I pick her foot off the ground. Right, so my partner's pulls the hands, I'm picking the foot off the ground. One thing that's important is that I sit up to make sure I do that. So I step, I sit up, my middle heel falls, and then I bring her foot up. Look how I don't have the hook anymore. Okay, my hook is out. I'm gonna use this hook right here to either step on my partner's hip or circle and support the knee. So I circle, and then I can go either to the one leg edge, or I guess can circle and go to the next one. Okay? When you guys get to the position, just reset. If I'm holding my partner's hand or if I'm grabbing the pants, it doesn't make a difference. Okay? These little tiny details doesn't make a huge difference. I want you guys to focus more on the hip movement and off balancing your partner. Alright, so you guys can use grip on the belt or even gripping on the collar. Snap, inside, nice circle. 1, and then you guys can go from either X guard or one leg X. Okay? Just using these grips to get to this position. I'm going to explain later the difference between one leg X and the X guard.